Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is The Lifestyle Mom and we are back with episode 2 of my real estate series, How to Buy Your First House. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to this channel. You guys don't want to miss this series. It's going to be pretty long. We're going to have a lot to cover. So make sure you guys subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so that you guys are notified when I post. If you missed the first episode of this real estate series, you want to go back and make sure you guys check that out because that one is like the most important step in the process, okay? So in the last video though, I did mention that I wasn't going to go into detail about what credit was per se, but rather how you can fix it. I lied. I am going to go over everything credit. So make sure you guys grab your pens, your real estate notebooks, and let's get started. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to this channel for real. So what is credit and why do we need it? All right. A good question. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know what credit is or how to work it, how to use it. We're just not taught this kind of stuff in school, right? A credit score is a numerical representation of your creditworthiness. In short terms, it basically shows you how good you are at paying back borrowed money on time. Lenders, landlords, employees, sometimes even phone companies look at your credit sometimes, and that's what they use to determine or decide whether they can trust you financially. The higher the credit, the better chances you are at approval, when you're trying to borrow money from a loan, from a house, buying a house, renting, phone companies, anything like that. So in the US, there are 3 major credit bureaus: Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about this, or you guys probably check your credit a lot if you were like me and you were looking to getting in house. But these bureaus collect data on your borrowing habits and your repayment history, which then helps contribute to making your credit score. A 750 credit score is considered excellent. So how do we build credit to a 750? By following these next 5 steps, I guarantee you that you'll build your credit. By this time next year, your credit will be way more than it is if you follow this and do it right. If not, you can come back in the comments and you can be like, yo, what the heck? And you can yell at me for it, I swear. If you go back a couple years ago, I think it was probably like 4 years ago now, I made a video on how I got my credit from like a 517 to a 650 in like a matter of 8 months. So if I did it a few years ago, you can do it for sure, because man, I was in a rough state a couple years ago. So what is step 1? Okay, glad you asked me. Step 1 is you want to get a starter credit card. This is one of the fastest ways that you're going to probably build your credit, as you have none or little. You can get a secured credit card, which requires a security deposit, and it becomes your credit line. If you make payments on time, you prove your credit worthiness, and in turn, it builds your credit. You can also get credit builder cards. That's what I used to build my credit, which are secured credit cards and require a deposit for your credit line, and you make on-time payments, and then they report that to the credit bureaus, and it just proves that you're making on-time payments and you're proving your credit worthiness. Same thing. But these cards are specifically designed for people who have little to no credit at all. And like I said earlier, this is exactly how I build my credit the most. This is one of the biggest ways I used when I built my credit from 517 to a 650. With credit cards, a tip to know: keep your credit utilization below 30%. Try to do it below 30%. So like if your limit's $300, spend $90 out of each cycle and you'll build your credit. A lot of people don't. They just max out with credit cards immediately. Seriously. The next thing that you can do to build your credit and it's perfect for people who want to establish credit, is getting a credit builder loan. So not a credit builder card, you want to get a credit builder loan. How that works is you're approved for a certain amount by a lender, and then they place that money into a certificate of deposit or a savings account with your name on it. You're not going to be able to access any of this money until during the loan, like the term of the loan, until you pay the money off. So you can get a credit builder card, you can get a credit builder loan, you can get a secured credit card, just a regular old small credit card. These things are going to build your credit. You have to get this if you're going to build your credit. If you want credit, you have to get a credit card. I did get a credit builder card though. It did help me build my credit, and then I ended up getting my Jeep. So that also helped. I financed a vehicle. Now, you want to check your credit score regularly. This is going to help you stay motivated to keep building your credit, because you're going to see that your credit is actually going to go up. And you can also check for any mistakes, because mistakes happen and things can get put on your credit that you didn't even know of or that you weren't aware of. So be sure that you have an account with a credit app. You can get a free credit report, a free credit score report once a year from each of the bureaus. So TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So basically you could check your credit like every 4 months, 3 times a year, if you're checking it between each app. And then how you do that is you go to annualcreditreport.com and you can check your credit there. Annualcreditreport.com. As you prove your credit worthiness, your lender may increase your credit limit, so that will help you build your credit by lowering your credit. It'll also lower your credit utilization ratio. But the worst thing that you can do is max out your credit cards. Don't do that. So accumulating too much debt on your credit card can just RIP your credit score so easily. And it's really hard to gain your credit score, like gain credit, but it's so easy to lose it. So easy. You can lose it in a whole day, couple days, but it take you months, even years to build your credit back. Once you have the credit cards all figured out, maybe you can consider trying for like an auto loan. I went and financed my Jeep, and that helped me build my credit. I had like a 517 when I went and got my Jeep. Or you can get like a small personal loan, and that'll help you build your credit too. This is a fast way to build your credit, is by getting a small personal loan and paying it back. I'm gonna end this episode with don't do's, I guess. Don't do's when it comes to your credit. Don't carry a high balance. Don't carry a high balance on your credit cards, because high balance, high interest payments. Don't do that. And don't miss your payments. You don't want to miss your payments on your credit card. They can stay on your report for up to 7 years. And trust me, I did. I've had a couple of collections on their reports. Just don't do it, okay? And they see that. So if you're late on your payments, like let's say you're late on your payments on your house payment, on your house mortgage, they will not refinance if you're trying to. Trust me. I know. With the right mindset and a financial goal and a budget like we made in the last video, building your credit in a year by following these steps should be so like a piece of cake for you. If you guys have any questions about any of this, or have any real estate related questions, please feel free to email me at CheyenneCox@kw.com. CheyenneCox@kw.com. How did I forget that? Or you can follow me all on my social medias. I have them linked down below in my little description box. I'll be happy to help you guys. So if you would like my free buyer's guide that explains all of this, like how to buy your first home in detail, subscribe to my channel. You can comment buyer's guide, but email me buyer's guide and I will definitely email you that. But you have to email me at the CheyenneCox@kw.com. CHEYANNE at the @ score sign thing, kw.com. I'm going to post real estate vlogs. I mean, these like real estate series every Monday. There's going to be different series too. So like throughout the weeks, it's going to be different ones. The first one's going to be obviously how to buy my first house, and it's going to go step by step on how to buy the first house. But I have other series that I want to do, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that, because I have a lot of knowledge and I want to share it with the world. I want you guys to all be able to buy houses one day. And I did it in like a year. I don't know how we did it. I never thought it was going to be possible, but we did. And my boyfriend didn't even think it was going to be possible. And he's like mind blown still. I mean, I don't know. Me too. I'm like, wow, I can't believe we bought this house. Still to this day. And it's been a whole year. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to this channel. And make sure you guys follow my first 2 steps, because we're getting one step closer to buying our first house. You know, we already got the budgeting down. We made a budget plan. We got goals, and we're starting to save some money. And now this is all talking about credit. So now we just need to work and focus on our credit, taking it and making it grow. So we're going to figure out what we're going to do to build our credit, and then make sure you guys get out of your debt. My next video is going to be how we're going to save for down payment. So it's going to talk everything: down payment assistance, down payment, everything. Money down payment assistance, how you're going to save, what you're going to do. And yeah, we're getting closer and closer and closer. It only took about 6 months for Matt and I to it took us 6 months to decide what we were going to actually do. And then we did it in 6 months. We started the process. 6 months later, we ended up buying our house. So within a whole year, we decided we were going to buy a house. We put it down to, we put it to work, and we found a realtor, we found a house, and we bought it all in a year. It's doable. It's possible. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you guys go back to my first video, because you guys don't want to miss out on the first part of this whole series. And then if you guys have any other ideas about any other series that you guys want to see from me, if it's like real estate related, make sure you guys post it in the comments, because I am taking all ideas when it comes to this stuff. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in next week's vlog. Don't mind me. These vlogs at first might be being posted on Monday nights late, or Tuesday mornings, just because I'm trying to get the hang of all this. But I'll see you guys next Monday for the next down payment assistance vlog. So bye.